Hello YouTube world, Mac Daddy 1911A1 with the Shade Tree Survivalist coming to you from Northwest Georgia. I'm at home this week waiting on my big truck tag to be renewed and all this good smack. But while we are doing that, I figured we'd get out here and do something productive. How many times a week does your wife, girlfriend, sister, you, whoever, go to the store and come back home? Once, twice, 15 times, whatever the case may be. This is a video you should watch and you should think about. Okay, I don't have all the answers, and you may think I'm crazy, but I've been trucking for 16 years, going on 17. This is number 17 this year. And I have not been robbed yet, and I haven't been knocked in the head because I take my time and I think about what's going on around me at all times. Okay, I'm a little guy. I weigh 141 pounds soaking wet with my boots on and everything else, okay? And when I was in school, I was picked on a lot, okay? So I got to where when I was walking to school, I was looking behind every bush and everything else. Another thing is I was one of the few white children in a predominantly black neighborhood. Most of the kids there were really cool. Some of them wasn't. Tell you what though, on the way to school and on the way from school home, white kids, black kids, it didn't matter. If you were a little person, timid like I used to be, the bullies, no matter what color, no matter what race, nationality, whatever the case may be, they're going to find you. Okay, and in the adult world, okay, what is it that the wolves are looking for? Okay, they're looking for the timid, they're looking for the weak, they are looking for a victim, a ready-made victim, okay? Someone who is not aware of their surroundings, somebody that's sitting there running their mouth, looking up there, lollygagging at the sky, whatever the case may be, but they're not paying attention to detail. Okay? They're not looking for the boogeyman. I look for the boogeyman. Okay? And if Mr. Boogeyman finds me, I got something to take care of business with. Alright, end of argument. And because I'm practicing out here today, it is not cocked, it is not loaded, okay? We're just out here demonstrating. Onward and upward. What do you need to look for? Okay, you need to look for people hanging around your automobile. You need to look for people hanging around lollygagging and watching you. Okay, they are looking for a victim. If you present to them a victim, you're asking for it. Okay, you are asking for it. Though I'm not saying in reality that you're saying please beat the hell out of me and rob me. What I'm saying is you are throwing out the vibe. I'm weak. I'm a wimp. Please. You know, take me down. That's their mental thinking. So what are some of the things you need to look for? Like I said, groups of people, single people who are watching you, people hanging around your vehicle. You know what? Screw it. Go back in the store, call the cops. However, you're looking under your vehicle. Let me move your camera here. I keep getting distracted because I got so much I need to talk about here. But you want to look under there and see what you can see under there. And sure, I know there's shadows under there. But if you look, you can see under there. There's leaves and all from the other side. You can see what is under there. All right? And yes, I understand that this Blazer is a high-profile vehicle, comparatively speaking to a car. But you can do this, okay? I do the same thing with my tractor and trailer. It's 76 feet long from front bumper to the back bumper. Okay, 76 feet long. Huge channeled I-beams under there for the frame sections for the trailer. Easy place for someone to hide. That's the reason when I get into my truck, I come around the front. I don't go down the length of the truck and come in and around or whatever the case may be. I try to always come in from the very front. That way you only got a few feet. This little flashlight I got here, I can easily scan under the front end of my truck or my fuel tanks, which, like I said, I'm a little guy, okay? 141 pounds, 5'7". It is hard for me to get under them fuel tanks. A big man, a big person, impossible, okay? So from behind the fuel tank to the rear of the tractor, be easy for somebody to get under there and come out at me quickly. But what I'm trying to say is you got to be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of what other people are doing. You know, when you're walking in a dark parking lot at night, You got cars on your right, you got cars on your left. Stay right in the center of the lane. Don't walk right up against them unless there's a car coming at you. And try not to look at their headlights, okay? Look away or whatever, shade it, because that bright light will knock out your night vision that you're acquiring as time rolls on here, and you won't be able to see them. They'll come out and jump on you, okay? As a vehicle's passing you in that parking lot, and if you have to get over out of the way, stay there for a second. You know, you look down, okay, there's no one being between these vehicles here. Just step over there and wait until it passes you, and then get back out in the middle of that lane. Okay, and I know in most of the country, people don't have to worry about this, but if you do not prepare yourself, think about this kind of stuff, watch for this kind of stuff, what's going to happen when you go on vacation? You think you're going to be unsafe in Orlando, Florida at Disney World, huh? Just because you're from small town Iowa and nothing ever happens there? Let me tell you something. They will cut your head off and crap in your neck in Orlando. That's as simple as it gets. All right. Let me do a demonstration. Let me zoom this thing back. Well, hell, it's zoomed out as far as it's going to go. Oh, tilt it up so you can see me as I walk through there. Notice how I carry the bag that I'm going to be using like it's a shopping bag, okay? Just stepped out of the store. I walk through here like most people do, just looking at the car, not really paying attention. Got my bag in one hand, got my keys in the other hand, whatever the case may be. Why would I walk in there with the bag in one hand, the key in the other hand? This bag is my weak hand. It's in my weak hand. Keys in my strong hand. All right? Let's do it like I'm a paranoid son of a gun that I am. Okay, that was a little obvious as far as how you would look. Okay, but every day I'm required by law to do a pre-trip on my tractor and my trailer. Okay, but even though the law requires that doesn't mean I stop looking. Okay, oil leaks, fuel leaks, air leaks, electrical lights out, flat tires, you know, obstruction, something got in between the tandems, whatever the case may be. I'm always looking for something to go wrong because I have had experience. 17 years, well, 16 years going on 17 years of experience, and I know anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Broke springs, broke freaking lug nuts, you know, on and off, busted rims, you name it, tore up flat mud flaps. And the thing is I get a ticket for a lot of this stuff if the cops catch you, and I don't. Okay, missing mud flap, that's a ticket. Flat tire, that's a ticket. That puts you out of service. Okay, busted brake drums, tail lights not working, stop lights not working, turn signals not working, on and on and on and on and on. A cracked windshield. Okay, so I have to observe. That's what you're trying to do here. You're trying to observe what is around the vehicle. Is there anyone under the vehicle? Okay. And when I went past the back side of it, I was looking through the glass, through the vehicle, to see if there was anyone hiding in the vehicle. Okay, how many times you seen these movies? Someone's hiding in the back seat. Some dude gets in, never even acts like, okay, the car just moved. There's someone else in here. It's such a total surprise that this person puts the gun to their head or the knife to their throat. You will feel the vehicle moving. Look. My vehicle is designed to carry 80,000 pounds gross, my Mack, okay? If there's someone walking around the trailer, I can feel it in the cab, okay? That's what I'm saying. So you use your senses. What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you see, okay? What about that sixth sense that everyone's got? There's danger here. You get a bad feeling, respect that bad feeling, okay? All right. Carrying this in my weak hand, because my weak hand is not the one I primarily will use to grab my handgun. Keys are a distraction, okay? If the guy steps out from around the car, he's already got his gun on me. He's already got it drawn and he's trying to aim it at me. How am I going to stop him to do that? I go for my gun, he shoots me, I'm dead. Just like that. So just like in our carjacking videos, you gotta make time. And how you do that, you break their concentration. You take these keys and you throw it right in his face. Now we're gonna pretend like that spare tire on the back of that car is a bad guy stepping around the car as I'm walking over there toward it. Let's see what happens. Hey, you. Little sloppy, I know. No doubt about it. But the keys were heading his way. Everybody's gonna flinch. Everybody. Tell you a simple test. You think you can prevent yourself from flinching, throwing your hands up to protect yourself, get somebody to throw them at you, a set of keys in your face. Better yet, fall down. Okay? Fall down and try not to make or prevent your hands from going out in front of you. You will be surprised. Okay? You will be surprised. You cannot make yourself do it. You can't. It's nature. It's God's way of protecting you. Okay? It's God's way of protecting you. Let me get around here. All right. You cannot help it. It is just nature. It's just the way it is. Anyway, sorry if this video got a little bit boring at the end, and I'm not going to stand out here all day long and try, different scenarios. What this is designed to do, what I wanted to do is get you thinking. Okay, this applies when you're going home. All right, when you're going home, when you're leaving out of the vehicle to go inside the house, okay, you need to be aware of what's going on around you. You need to have your packages in your wheat can, your key in your right hand, and have it where you can throw it, go for your handgun, get it out, bust the cap, Mr. Dude, quick and in a hurry, because how do you know someone didn't break in the back door and is standing right inside that door waiting on you? How do you know that? You don't. Especially when you live out in a rural area like we do. You know, the neighbors are on off away from us a little bit. I mean, we've got one that's fairly close, but they ain't gonna know the difference between whether we're there or not. There's always 1 or 2 vehicles here at all times, sometimes 3 vehicles. You never can tell. I've had one in the shop, her gone with the other one, and I'm here by myself, or her here by herself. And we got them shotguns nearby, so you bet your hind end somebody breaks on when we're here. But what I'm saying is if we're both gone, we come home, there's someone in the house. Okay? If you walk in that house like, oh, whatever, it's home, you don't think about it, you're going to regret it. Somebody right inside that door, you open the door, bop you in the head. So you better be thinking about what you're going to do if you have to when you open that door up. Anyway, I hope this video makes you think about what could happen, okay? And prepare yourself for it. And think about it. Think about it. You know, war game it in your head. Brainstorm on the idea. What would I do in this situation? Of course, like I said in our philosophy of survival video, part 1, you cannot possibly prepare for everything. But the idea is if you practice how you would react to this or practice how you would react to that, it gives you an arsenal of skills. You build up an arsenal of skills that when crap hits the fan, you've already mentally war-gamed similar stuff to it, and you know how to react. Okay? All right, this is Mac Daddy 1911A1. Y'all have a good day.